Hello dear student, I am Dr. Balasaheb Pagar, working as a Associate Professor, Department of Chemistry, Srimati Vimlabin Khemji Tejukaya, Arts, Commerce and Science College, Deolali Camp. So in the previous lecture, we discussed about the stereochemistry, geometrical isomers and also discuss the EZ nomenclature system. So geometrical isomers, different structures of the compounds are possible due to the restricted rotation. For example, cis-2-butene and trans-2-butene. So these are the geometrical isomers. And another nomenclature system, that is a EZ nomenclature system. E means the same priority group which is present on the opposite side, that is known as a E isomer, and if the same priority group present on the same side, that isomer is known as a Z isomer. So all these points discussed in the previous lecture. Today we start a new topic, that is a hydrocarbons. So what is meant by hydrocarbons? Hydrocarbons means the compound, organic compound containing only carbon and hydrogen, means the compound made by using only carbon and hydrogen, that is known as a hydrocarbons. Hydrocarbons, which are divided into two types, aliphatic and aromatic hydrocarbons. So today we discuss about the aliphatic hydrocarbon, that include the alkane, alkene and alkynes. So in the first lecture we discuss about the alkanes. In alkanes there is a discussion about the homologous series, IUPAC nomenclature of the alkane, classes of the carbon, physical properties, synthesis and reactions of the alkane. So student must be understand the homologous series of the alkane, different isomers of the alkane. Isomers means in case of alkane there is a structural isomers, classes of carbon, physical properties and chemical properties means reactions, and the synthesis of the alkane. IUPAC nomenclature, industrial and laboratory source, and student must be understand all the reactions of alkane. So organic compound which consists of only carbon and hydrogen atom is known as a hydrocarbon. So hydrocarbon which is classified as a aliphatic and aromatic. Aliphatic hydrocarbons and aromatic hydrocarbons. So aliphatic hydrocarbons means the, for example, alkane, alkene, alkynes and cyclic aliphatic hydrocarbons. Mean these compounds are the maybe open chain or maybe cyclic. And the another class, that is a aromatic hydrocarbon, means those compound which shows the property like benzene, mean those compound on their reaction behavior shows the property like benzene. Such compounds are known as a aromatic hydrocarbons. So characteristic reaction of the aromatic hydrocarbons undergo electrophilic substitution reaction, while the aliphatic hydrocarbons, for example alkene, alkynes, they undergo the addition reaction. So there is a difference between aliphatic and aromatic hydrocarbon. Aromatic hydrocarbons are comparatively more stable, and there is a electrophilic substitution reaction like nitration, sulfonation, acylation or halogenation. When the alkenes are arranged in the increasing order of their molecular formula, a set of compound in which the member differ in composition from one another by only CH2 group. That series is known as a homologous series. Homologous means two different alkane molecules which is differ by using only a CH2 group. For example, propane, in propane there is a CH2 group, only one CH2 group, and in case of a butane there is a 2 CH2 group. Means these two compound which is differ by only CH2 group. That series is known as a homologous series. The member of series are called as a homologous. Homologous series is observed in all types of organic compounds containing different functional group. Means different types of the compound, for example alkyl halides, when two alkyl halides which is differ by only CH2 group, that is also homologous series. In case of alkenes, if two alkenes which is differ by only CH2 group, that is also homologous series. In case of alcohol, two alcohol molecules which is differ by CH2 group. So that series is known as a homologous series, means the two compounds which is differ by only CH2 group. Isomers, so different same molecular formula and the different structural formula is known as a isomer. So in case of alkane, there is a different types of the isomer. For example, in case of alkane, there is a structural isomer. Okay, the isomer having the same molecular formula but different structural formula. In isomer, for example, pentane that having a 3 structure, N-pentane, 3 isomers, N-pentane, isopentane and neopentane. These 3 molecules which is differ their structural formula. In first, there is a 5 carbon atoms which is present in the straight chain. In the second, there is a 4 carbon atom which is present in the straight chain, and in the last there is a 3 carbon atoms which is present in the straight chain. So these isomers are known as a structural isomers. Structural isomers means the different attachment or different position of the groups in the molecule, or 2 or different isomers are possible due to the different carbon skeleton or the different position of the group. That is known as a structural isomers. So alkanes, in alkanes there is a presence of structural isomers. Another example, hexane. Hexane having a 5 isomers. So straight chain, that is known as N-hexane. 2-methyl pentane means only 1 carbon atom is in the branching. Then in the 3-methyl pentane, position of the methyl group, that is at the 3 position. Then 2,3 means 2 methyl groups at in the branching position, 2,3-dimethyl butane, and the 2 methyl group which is present on the same carbon atom, that is a 2,2-dimethyl butane. So the hexane that having a 5 isomers. Molecular formula is same, only structural formula is different. So in all these structures there is a different chain, different carbon skeleton. So that is known as a structural isomers. So nomenclature of the alkane. First 4 alkane have this special name related to their history. For example, methane, ethane, propane and butane. So the first 4 members having their history and the name which is coming from that history. From the 5th member onward, the name is simply derived from a Greek and Latin prefix. The particular number of carbon atoms in the alkane, thus pentane for 5 means pentane, penta means 5, hexa means 6, hepta means 7, octa means 8, in this way. So the higher members which is simply coming from the Greek number. Alkane except first 3 member alkanes can have a number of isomeric structures, and the name of these isomers are designated by the use of prefix, means N-butane, isobutane, N-pentane, isopentane and neopentane. So there is maybe use of the iso, neo and the N means the straight chain, and if the one of the methyl or the group which is in the branching position, that is a iso, and if the both methyl group is present on the same carbon, that is known as a neo. So by using a IUPAC nomenclature system, first select the continuous longest chain, means first select the continuous longest chain, number the carbon atoms in such a way that the branching which is appear at the lower position. For example, N-heptane. So in the first example there is a 7 carbon atoms is in the straight chain. That's why name of this compound is the N-heptane. And in the next second compound there is a 6 carbon atom which is present in the longest chain, which is not actually present in the straight chain but present in the longest chain. So select first the longest chain. So carbon number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So here numbering must be start from the lower side where the branching is appear. At the 2 position, if we number from this side, then at the 2 position there is a methyl group. And if we number from the another side, then at the 4 position there is a methyl group. So numbering must be from lower branching side. And there is a 2 methyl groups at the 2 position and 3 position. That's why there indicates the 2 and 3. So 2 methyl, that's why di. If 3 methyl, tri. If 4 methyl groups, that is a tetra. Okay, so in this example there is a 2 methyl groups, 2, 3 dimethyl, and the longest chain contain 6 carbon atom, means 2, 3 dimethyl hexane. The number the carbon of the parent chain from the end, that gives the substituent the lowest number. The substituent must be at the lowest number. If the 2 more side chain are equivalent position, assign the lowest number to the one which will come alphabetically first in the name. Means ethyl which is coming alphabetically first, but numbering must be start from the lower side chain. So methyl is the lower side chain and ethyl is the higher side chain. So numbering must be start from this way. 1, 2, 3, at the 3 position there is a methyl group, and at the 5 position there is a methyl group. But ethyl group which is coming first, so that's why name of the compound 5-ethyl, then 3-methyl and heptane, means 5-ethyl 3-methyl heptane. So in this example there is a 1 methyl group which is present at the branching position, so numbering must be start from the lower side. So here in the first example there is a methyl group present at the 2 position. In the second example, numbering from the another side, the methyl position is the 3. So that is a incorrect. So 2-methyl butane is the correct name. In the another example, second example, there is a 8 carbon atom which is present in the straight chain. So 8 means octane. So name of the compound is octane. And if we see the branching, and if we number from the another side, then at the 4 position there is a iso group. Okay, so that's why if we number in this way, there is a more branching and the simple branching. So branching must be smaller. So numbering in such a way that branching must be smaller. So in this example, at the 3 position there is a methyl group, and at the 4 position there is a propyl group. So 3-methyl 4-propyl octane. And if we number from the another side, means 1, 2, 3 and 4, then at the 4 position there is a bulky group, means 1, 2, 3 and 4, means the butane. Okay, and the position of the butane is iso, means the another name of the compound is isobutane, 4-isobutyl, okay, octane. So this is the incorrect name, because in this name there is a 2 side chain and both side chains are the smaller. Okay, that's why numbering must be like this. Another example, in alphabet E comes from first, then the M, means numbering name of the compound. Here at the 3 position there is a ethyl group. So ethyl means alphabetically E coming first, then the M. That's why 3-ethyl 2-methyl hexane. So longest chain containing 6 carbon atoms. In the another example, there is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So 7 carbon atoms present in the longest continuous chain. At the 3 position there is a methyl group, and at the 4 position there is a methyl group. So 3-ethyl 4-methyl heptane. If the same substituent occur more than once, the location of each point on which the substituent occur is given, means which is maybe if the 2 methyl groups are present, then use the di. If 3 methyl groups are present, use the tri or tetra, in this way. If there are 2 or more different substituents, they are listed in alphabetical order using the base name. The only prefix which used when putting the substituent in alphabetical order. The prefix, for example, secondary and tertiary, are not used in determining the alphabetical order, except when the compared with each other. Okay, so more substituent if present in the molecule, then the numbering of the substituent that must be from the lower side, and all the substituent must be smaller one. If the chain of equal length are competing for a selection as the parent chain, mean that chain must be largest, then the choice goes in the series, the chain which has the greatest number of the side chain. Mean the select the chain in such a way that that chain must be a greatest number of a side chain. If we number by using numbering 1 2 3 and that having a 2 side chain, and another way there is a same carbon atom but there is only 1 side chain, then must be select in such a way that the parent chain that appear that having a more side chain. The chain having the greatest number of carbon atoms in the smaller side chain. Okay, and the chain having the least branch side chain, mean that chain must be having a lower side chain, means lower number of a side chain. For example, if there is a methyl group and ethyl group, and if in the another branching there is a isopropyl group, then you must be select the numbering like a methyl and ethyl, means that group must be smaller and the least branch, that the side chain must be lowest branching point. A cyclic compound in cyclic hydrocarbons, a designated by the prefix cyclo, means if the carbon atoms which are present in the cyclic form, then first name of that compound which is started by using a cyclo. For example, cyclobutane, cyclohexane. So if there is a 6 carbon atom which is present in the cyclic chain, then cyclohexane. If 4 carbon atoms present in the cyclic chain, then cyclobutane, in this way. So here the name of this compound 1 2 3 4 5 and 6 carbon atoms which are present in the straight chain, and at the 2 position there is a methyl group, and at the 4 position there is a ethyl group. So 4 ethyl 2 methyl hexane. In the another example from this side there is a 1 2 3. So at the 3 position there is a methyl group, 2 methyl groups, and at the 4 position there is a ethyl group. So 3 3. Okay, dimethyl, means 4 ethyl 3 3 dimethyl heptane. So longest chain contain is 7 carbon atoms. So the classification of carbon atom. Next point is the classification of carbon atom. So carbon atom that attach with, if there is a only one group or that carbon attach with only one another carbon atom, that is known as a primary carbon. And if the carbon attach with another 2 carbon atoms, that is known as a secondary. And if the carbon attach with another 3 carbon atoms, that is known as a tertiary. So primary carbon means the carbon attached with one another carbon atom. Secondary means that carbon attached with another 2 carbon atoms, and the tertiary means that carbon attached with another 3 carbon atoms. Then next point is the physical properties. Physical properties of the alkane. The normal alkanes from C1 to C4 are colorless gases. So lower members are the gases. C5 to C17 colorless liquid. Up to the carbon chain 17 the compounds are liquid, means C5 to C17 are the colorless liquids. Onward C18 that are the colorless solids, for example the waxes. The boiling point and melting point increases as the number of carbon atom increases. So boiling point and melting point, which is depends upon the intermolecular forces as well as geometry of the molecule. So boiling point which is depends upon the intermolecular forces. In case of the alkane, there is a van der Waals forces. So two molecules which are bind together by using only van der Waals forces, because this molecule is the non-polar molecule. So if the area of attraction between the two molecules is more, then boiling point is more. Means if we increase the carbon number, carbon chain increases, then boiling point increases near about 20 to 30 degree per added carbon. Except for the very small alkane, the boiling point rises 20 to 30 degree for each carbon that is added in the chain. For example, in case of methane, boiling point minus 162, ethane boiling point minus 18.5, propane minus 42, and butane 0 degree. Means the lower member that having a very lower boiling point and the higher member that having a higher boiling point. So boiling point which is depends upon the intermolecular forces. In case of the alkane, there is a weak intermolecular forces, that is a van der Waals forces. As the branching increases, the molecule tends to become a spherical shape. Means if there is a increasing branching, then molecule appear a spherical shape. That's why area of attraction between the two molecules decreases. Means branching increases, boiling point decreases, van der Waals forces decreases. That's why boiling point is also decreases. For example, pentane that having a straight chain carbon, so boiling point of the pentane is 36.3 degree. In case of a 2-methyl butane, means the branching isopentane, in case of isopentane, boiling point to 27.9 degrees Celsius, and in case of neopentane, boiling point is 9.5. So boiling point which is depends upon the intermolecular forces. Here the intermolecular forces, van der Waals forces, and which is depends upon the area. If the area is more, then boiling point is more. In case of N-pentane, there is a area of the N-pentane is more, so that's why attraction between the two molecules is more. In case of N-neopentane, the molecule is spherical and the area of attraction is smaller, that's why boiling point is smaller or lower. The increase the melting point is not so regular, since the intermolecular forces in crystal depends not only the molecules but also depends upon the geometry or the crystal lattice of the molecule. For example, melting point which is actually depends upon the intermolecular forces as well as geometry of the molecule. For example, N-pentane has a higher melting point than the isopentane because area of attraction between the N-pentane is more. But in case of neopentane, melting point is higher than the N-pentane as well as isopentane. If we see the melting point of the neopentane, that is a minus 17, means very higher as compared to the isopentane as well as compared to the N-pentane. Here the melting point which is depends upon another factor, that is a geometry of the molecule. If the molecule which is fit in the crystal lattice, that having a higher melting point. Okay, so boiling point is boiling point of the N-pentane is lower, but melting point of the neopentane is higher. So neopentane having a higher melting point while the lower boiling point. So here there is a different property, melting point which is depends upon the intermolecular forces as well as geometry of the molecule in the crystal lattice. Solubility. The alkanes are the non-polar compounds. So alkanes which are soluble in the non-polar solvent. Okay, so which alkanes which are insoluble in the water. Water is the highly polar solvent. So alkanes are soluble in the non-polar solvent like ether, benzene or the organic solvent. Density of the alkane is lower as compared to the water. The relative density increases with the size of the alkane. Means in case of alkane series, if the atomic number or carbon atoms in the alkane increases, then density increases, but not increases more than 0.8. Means all alkanes which are lower denser than the water. Then preparation of the alkane. So most important industrial source of the alkane is from the petrochemical industry. So petrochemical industry is the major source of the alkane. Another source of the alkane is the natural gas that contain the lower members of the alkane. For example, hydrocarbons, alkane, then naphthalenes, aromatic hydrocarbons, all these compounds which is coming from the petrochemical fraction. Petroleum is the most important source of the alkane, and second source, that is a natural gas that contain a lower member like methane, ethane, propane and butane. laboratory preparation of alkane. So here the alkane means the carbon-carbon single bond, and which is more stable, non-polar. So such type of the compound which is synthesized by using maybe carbon-carbon double bond, means the addition reaction of a carbon-carbon double bond or addition of a hydrogen across the carbon-carbon double bond, then we get a carbon-carbon single bond. So this is one of the source, means the alkenes convert into alkane. Another source, alkyl halides. If we reduce the alkyl halide, that gives the alkane. Okay, means from the alcohol first convert into alkyl halide, then reduction of the alkyl halide gives the alkane. So all these are the different source of the synthesis of the alkane. Another source, that is a Grignard reagent, okay, Kolbe synthesis, all these are the sources for the synthesis of alkane. First reaction, that is a catalytic hydrogenation, means addition of the hydrogen across a carbon-carbon double bond or triple bond in presence of a catalyst, that is a Raney-Nikel catalyst, platinum catalyst or the palladium catalyst. So without catalyst, reaction is not possible, because both starting compound as well as reagent, means the hydrogen, both are the neutral molecule. But in presence of a catalyst first adds up both molecules and polarize the molecule, means carbon-carbon double bond gets polarized in presence of a catalyst. Similarly, hydrogen molecule also polarize in presence of a catalyst. Then the syn addition takes place, means addition of the hydrogen across a carbon-carbon double bond from the same side. So that is known as a syn addition. So here in this figure that clearly indicates, so catalytic surface adds up the both molecule, means hydrogen bond break, and that there is a also breaking of a carbon-carbon pi bond, and then same side addition takes place. So that is known as a syn addition. So the in presence of a catalyst, that reduces the energy of activation, means both molecules are polarized in presence of a catalyst, then addition takes place. Second source, that is a reduction of alkyl halides. If we reduce the alkyl halide, that gives the corresponding alkane. When an alkyl halide is treated with zinc copper couple and alcohol, so zinc copper couple in presence of alcohol, there is a formation of nascent hydrogen, and nascent hydrogen which is responsible for the reduction of alkyl halide, and that gives the corresponding alkane. Or the another source, that is a hydrochloric acid in presence of a tin, that also reduce the alkyl halides into alkane. Or the another reagent, that is a red phosphorus in presence of a HI. So that also reduce the alkyl halide into corresponding alkane. It is no longer considered that a nascent hydrogen. So nascent hydrogen which is highly reactive. So if in the reaction there is formation of a nascent hydrogen, that directly react with alkyl halide and reduce the alkyl halide. So in the first step there is formation of a nascent hydrogen. So zinc copper couple in presence of alcohol first convert into nascent hydrogen. That nascent hydrogen reacts with alkyl halide and gives the corresponding alkane plus HI. Another source for the preparation of alkane, that is the Wurtz reaction, when alkyl halide is treated with sodium metal in pure and dry ether, because the sodium metal which is highly sensitive toward the water. So here use the solvent dry ether. A higher alkane is obtained by replacing of a halogen by an alkyl group. Here the sodium metal that break the carbon and halogen bond and convert into sodium, for example sodium bromide, sodium chloride, and there is a coupling takes place between a group, alkyl group. So there is formation of a higher alkane. So that's why this method is useful for the synthesis of a symmetrical alkanes. This method is more useful for the preparation of symmetrical alkane as well as higher alkanes. For example, CH3I plus sodium plus another mole, means 2 moles of the CH3I and 2 moles of the sodium. So there is formation of a coupling between CH3 and removal of a NaI salt. Another example, C2H5I means ethyl iodide, 2 moles of the ethyl iodide that reacts with 2 moles of the sodium gives the butane, N-butane plus sodium iodide. Another source of the preparation of alkane from the Grignard reagent. So Grignard reagent is also very sensitive toward the water. Same like a sodium. Sodium vigorously reacts with water. Similarly, Grignard reagent also vigorously react with water. And there is a formation of a alkane. When a solution of a dry alkyl halide in dry ether is allowed to react with pure magnesium metal, a vigorous reaction takes place. There is formation of a Grignard reagent. Rx plus Mg in presence of a dry ether gives RMgX. And that Grignard reagent in presence of a water, Grignard reagent highly sensitive toward the water, in presence of water that reacts with water and formation of a alkane plus a magnesium salt. So if Grignard reagent reacts with water, then that gives the corresponding hydrocarbon, means alkane. Another source of the preparation of alkane from decarboxylation of a fatty acid. Fatty acid, by heating a mixture of sodium or potassium salt of a fatty acid and soda lime, we get a alkane containing one carbon atom less than in the fatty acid. So here there is a remole of CO2. That's why one carbon atom which is less than the reactant. For example, sodium acetate that reacts with soda lime means calcium carbonate. If we heat with a calcium carbonate, then we get this CH4 means methane plus Na2CO3. Another example, CH3 CH2 COONA that reacts with CaCO2, then again gives the ethane, means starting compound that contains 3 carbon atoms, but in the product there is only 2 carbon atom and 1 carbon atom which is oxidized in the form of CO2, and that CO2 reacts with calcium carbonate and convert into Na2CO3. Then the another source, that is a Kolbe synthesis of alkane. Kolbe synthesis reaction is the decarboxylation of a 2-carboxylic acid or the carboxylate ion. If a mixture of 2 different carboxylate are used, all combination of them are generally seen, giving rise to a mixture of alkanes. In this reaction, there is a formation of a corresponding alkane. The mechanism involved 2-stage radical process, means free radical mechanism. Okay, for example, RCOONA, in the first step there is formation of a RCOO minus, and in the reaction at the anode there is formation of a RCOO minus, and that gives the free radical, that is a R dot, means R free radical. That R free radical reacts with another R free radical, gives the corresponding alkane, and the reaction is the cathode sodium plus electron, that gives a sodium metal plus H2O, and H2O plus sodium, that gives the NaOH plus H2. So reaction takes place at the cathode. So electrolysis process of the sodium salts of the carboxylic acid, that gives a corresponding alkane. Then last part, that is the reactions of alkane. So alkane that having a carbon-carbon single bond, and carbon-carbon single bond is a more stable because that carbon-carbon single bond is the inert. There is that not reacts with base as well as acid, and also very stable toward the oxidizing reagents. So reactions of alkane, for example, the free radical mechanism, halogenation of alkane. Under the influence of UV light or at a 200 to 400 degrees Celsius temperature, chlorine or bromine react with alkanes by replacing the hydrogens. The reaction continues as long as hydrogen atoms are available. Means in the starting compound, in the alkane, if there is a hydrogen atoms are available, so reaction continue up to the remole of all hydrogen atoms. For example, in case of methane, methane reacts with chlorine at this condition, means in presence of a UV light or the 200 to 400 degrees Celsius temperature. Then first step there is formation of a chloromethane, then chloromethane again reacts with second mole, then convert into dichloromethane. Dichloromethane again reacts with second mole, that convert into the trichloromethane, and trichloromethane again reacts with second mole, that gives the carbon tetrachloride. Means the reaction is continue up to the removal of all hydrogen atoms. So carbon methane that convert into the carbon tetrachloride. Means in this reaction there is formation of a mixture of the alkyl halides. Mechanism, free radical. So this reaction mechanism is the free radical mechanism. So these species have a no charge. Okay, they are formed by a homolytic fission. Means homolytic fission, there is formation of a free radical. They combine with each other free radicals. Okay, so reaction which is stability of the free radical, which is tertiary is more stable as compared to the secondary, and secondary is more stable as compared to the primary. So the formation of the product, which is again depends upon the formation of free radical. Tertiary free radical which is more stable, because free radicals, the outermost shell contain only 7 electrons. 7 electrons means there is no octet. So carbon free radicals are always electron deficient. So deficient means which is stabilized by the electron donating group. So tertiary free radical is more stable because that free radical attached with 3 electron donating groups. In case of secondary, only 2 electron donating group. In case of primary, there is only 1 electron donating group. So tertiary is more stable, that always gives the tertiary product. Means the reaction with a different types of the alkene, which is depends upon the nature of the alkane. So tertiary carbocation which is more stable free radical, that gives the more major product is the tertiary, then minor product is the secondary, or again minor product is the primary, in this way. The chlorination of a methane in presence of a UV light. First step is the initiation. So this step is known as a initiation. In presence of light or in presence of a temperature, chlorine, there is a homolytic fission takes place and formation of a chlorine free radical. That chlorine free radical then reacts with methane. There is formation of a CH3 free radical. That CH3 free radical reacts with second mole of the chlorine and convert into CH3Cl, means chloromethane. So this step is known as a propagation. Then third step is the termination. Then the two free radical, if there is the chlorine free radical, that convert into Cl2, or Cl plus Cl CH3 free radical that convert into the CH3Cl, or the two CH3 free radical, the CH3 free radical reacts with each other, there is formation of a ethane. Means in this reaction there is formation of a mixture of the product, that having a alkane as well as the alkyl halides. Combustion, second reaction is the combustion. Alkanes on combustion with oxygen from carbon dioxide form a carbon dioxide, water, and liberate the heat energy. So combustion of the hydrocarbons, any hydrocarbon, that gives a carbon dioxide plus water plus energy. For example, CH4 on reaction with oxygen means O2 in presence of flame gives the carbon dioxide plus H2O plus energy. And incomplete combustion, that gives a carbon monoxide as well as carbon dioxide. Pyrolysis of the alkane. Third reaction is the pyrolysis. Pyrolysis, the thermal decomposition of a hydrocarbons with a higher molecular weight into a smaller molecules. Means the higher molecular weight hydrocarbons thermal decomposition gives the maybe carbon-carbon double bond or maybe carbon-carbon single bond. Means the higher alkanes that convert into the smaller alkane plus alkenes. This process is very useful in petroleum industry. So different types of the lower member which is synthesized by using a cracking process, and also the carbon-carbon double bond means alkene which is also synthesized by using a cracking process. First this divided into two types, cracking and dehydrogenation. In cracking process, the pyrolysis of alkanes, particularly when a petroleum is concerned, it is known as a cracking. Means higher petroleum fraction which is heated at a higher temperature in absence of the air. There is a rupturing of a carbon-carbon bonds and formation of a lower member of alkane as well as alkene. So during the process, carbon-carbon bond of a higher alkane is ruptured, giving rise to a one alkene and the alkane molecules. Butane on cracking at a 600 degrees Celsius gives the following product. So cracking of the butane gives the ethane plus ethene, methane plus propene, or the butene plus H2. So all these three possibility. Okay, means the breaking of C bond or maybe CH bond. Okay, so cracking gives the alkane plus alkene. So higher members that convert into the lower member. Another example, C6H17, C6H17 at a 600 degree Celsius temperature gives the propene, ethane, means break the carbon-carbon bond and convert into two fraction. One fraction is the alkane and another fraction is the another fraction is the alkene. Or maybe there is a rupturing of a CH bond, there is formation of a hydrogen molecule as well as the alkene. So the product which is depends upon the pressure and temperature in this reaction. Then last reaction, that is a dehydrogenation, the process of formation of a one alkene and hydrogen. So in this reaction there is a decomposition takes place, means the rupturing of a CH bond and higher member that convert into the alkane convert into the alkene, and there is a removal of hydrogen atom. So this is the just elimination reaction, elimination of a small molecule, that is a hydrogen. So student must be assigned following question. What are alkanes? Give the general formula of alkane. So what is the general formula of alkane? CN H2N plus 2 is the general formula of alkane. And what are alkanes? Alkanes are the aromatic hydrocarbons containing a carbon-carbon single bond. What are homologous series? Mean different molecules which are differ, or two molecules which differ by using only CH2 group. That series known as a homologous series. Give the industrial as well as laboratory preparation method of a synthesis of alkane. Give the different method for the synthesis of alkane. Explain the dehydrogenation reaction of a alkane. What are a cracking process of alkane and synthesis? Means cracking reactions of the alkane. Explain the homologous, explain the halogenation reaction of a alkane. So alkanes that reacts with halogen, means chlorine or bromine, in presence of UV light or temperature, gives the corresponding alkyl halide. So in the next lecture we discuss about the another hydrocarbon, that is a alkenes. Alkenes means a carbon-carbon double bond, means the organic compound that containing carbon-carbon double bond, and the general formula CnH2n. So that is known as a alkene. Introduction of alkene, nomenclature of alkene, physical and chemical properties of alkene. So today we stop here. Thank you very much.